thank you so much for your engagement in our first week's online learning task. This week I have a slightly different task for you to do that is a little bit more practical, so hopefully you'll enjoy that. What we're going to aim to do is get a better understanding of the physical, mental, emotional and social factors that might be impacting your performance. So we are going to start an at-home cycle of analysis. Obviously we can't be in school doing our volleyball skills like we started, but we can look at a slightly different physical fitness aspect that you can do at home. So what we're going to do is, in this at-home cycle of analysis task, we're going to investigate our physical fitness at home and also analyse that at home. So how are you going to do that, you might ask? Well, we have put on an assignment for you that has a little look at some exercises that we'd like you to do for 1 minute. These exercises will kind of show us how our strength and muscular endurance is at the moment. So why we want to do that is these kind of relate to how good our skills will be. For example, we might need muscular endurance in our legs for our hit or our dig. This will give us kind of an idea, an investigation into our current physical fitness. On our task, we will also write up these scores, so we have a written piece of work to look back at when we retest in a couple of weeks' time. What we'd like you to do is also complete the task 2 questions at the end of that. So once you've collected your data, we want you to consider possibly some of the mental and emotional factors that might be impacting your results too, so not just the physical ones. For example, for our mental factor, determination might actually be the reason our score is not as high as we want, or it is as high as we want. Because we might be really up for it and determined to do our sit-ups and get a really nice high score, or we might not really be bothered and it might be lower than we were wanting. So we'll find out a little bit once we've done that. Find a space in your house or in the garden if it's warm enough for you to complete these exercises, and those 2 tasks are due for next Wednesday, and I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Hi guys, it's really important that we perform exercises with the correct technique so that we avoid injury and we actually test the muscles that we aim to test. So we're just using those muscles. Okay? First one I'm going to start with is the sit-up. Okay? So what we want to do, sit down on your mat. You want to get your bum as close to your heels as possible. Feet together. Okay, you're going to go down to the floor. You're going to put your hands beside your head, not behind your head, pulling on your neck. Beside your head. You're going to start down low and come all the way up to your knees and back down. That's 1. That's 2. Okay, so we're just engaging our tummy muscles. We're not using our feet to pull us up. Feet are nice and planted. What you might happen is you might start to slip back, just move up again and go again. So, the press up. Now, I'm going to give you 2 options for the press up. The first one is a full press up. So we go down, hands shoulder width apart, hand below your shoulder, nice straight line, feet back, get a nice straight shape, down to the mat and back up, or down to the floor and back up. That's 1, 2, and so on. Okay? Press up is a very difficult exercise, so if you aren't able to perform any to start with, which is very understandable, you can start with your knees on the mat. So you just cross over your ankles at the back, knees on the mat, hands a wee bit further forward, and we'll go down and back up. The squat, okay? Very important in the squat that you have your feet shoulder width apart, toes can point slightly out the way, but not too far, just slightly. Feet shoulder width apart, we sit back into our squat, we don't lean forward. The aim is that our knees don't go past our toes. Okay? So just like so, set back and up. That's one. That would be two, three. If I get too far forward, just stop, take a break. So, the dreaded burpee. Okay? What we do is we start with our hands up, we go down to the floor, jump our feet out, back up, and then finish with a jump. It's important that we finish with a jump. So I'll do that all together nice and quickly. So hands up, down, back, one, and so on. So lunges or jump lunges. For this one, I'm going to show you two variations. For jump lunges, okay, start with 1 foot forward, hands almost in a running motion, and we jump up and lunge down. 2, 3, 4, 5. What I don't want you to do is I don't want you to put that back knee to the floor. Okay, keep it off the ground as we jump. Okay? If you find that too challenging, just do normal lunges. Okay? But make sure you do the same exercise for a whole minute. Okay? And remember guys, these are maximum exercises, the most you can do. You are going to get very tired. In your minute, if you're working for 10 seconds but you get really tired, just stop and take a break and then go again. You don't have to do them all in a row. Just see how many you can get in a minute, okay?